Yo, yo. I'm going to talk a little bit about today about how to get started with no money. It's tougher. I ain't going to sit here and tell you it's easy because it's kind of hard to get started with no money, but it's doable. But I'll wait for a few people to hop on. When you do hop on, let me know where you're from. Let's see. When you hop on, let me know where you're from. We're going to talk about how to get started with no money. Let's see. What's up, Chris? It's Desmond out of Los Angeles. What's up, man? Los Angeles. Awesome. So we're going to get started here soon. Let a few more people jump on. Give me thumbs up if you can hear me okay. And South Florida markets, my man. Awesome. South Florida market's on fire, man. Ease equity. Cool. So look, yeah, so let's get started. So from Atlanta, what's up, John? Jamie from Northern California. Very cool. So listen, if you want to get in this business, there's a lot that I'm a nationwide coach, right? I do this every day. I coach students from across the country. You know, a lot of people I try to get in my program, they don't have a huge marketing budget, right? And you don't have to have a 5, 10, 15. And by the way, guys, please like, share, try to bring some more people on. I'm gonna give some awesome, valuable knowledge to people that can help people. Please share this stream. So if you don't have a lot of money, like, which a lot of people don't, a lot of people can't spend an extra $3, $5, $10,000 on marketing just getting into real estate, right? So let's say you only have a couple $100 or maybe even $500, right? What's up, Jay? The best thing, if I'm trying to reverse engineer, like if I were you guys, right, and I was just getting started, I had no money, and I wanted to get in this business, there's a few different things I would do. For one, it's all a matter of how much time you have too, right? Because you may have a full-time job, right? You may have a full-time job, and so how do you market and put out sweat equity if you have a full-time job? Well, you're just gonna have to put out more effort, right? You're gonna probably have to work 80 hours a week and work on the weekends, right? First thing I would do, it's going to be the cheapest thing, is do driving for dollars. If you don't know what driving for dollars is, all that is where you're going to drive around neighborhoods, older neighborhoods. You don't just drive around random neighborhoods, right? You don't want to go to a brand new construction neighborhood and start, writing down addresses, right, of properties that look distressed, which they ain't going to look that distressed if they're brand new. You want to find neighborhoods that are going to be 15, 20 years or 30 years old or older, and start going around and writing addresses of like houses. Like you can always tell when a house is distressed, right? If you look at like the roof, right? My house, like you'll see like blue tarps on top of the roof. What's the best way to pull pre-foreclosure leads? I'll get into that in a second. You'll see like tarps on top of the roof because they can't afford to change their roof, right? The grass is always long. I can almost 90% of the time when the properties I buy, the grass is long. The grass is always long. There's trash in the yard. It just looks distressed, like they're not taking care of it. When people have problems and they run out of money, they're not going to take care of their house. It's abundantly apparent the house is distressed, right? Sometimes they'll have like aluminum foil inside the windows, right? You can just tell, like it doesn't look right. Like it looks like it's not being taken care of. Write down the address. If you have enough courage, get down, door knock them, and just say, hey, I was in the area, my partner and I are looking to buy properties, and I was interested to see if you would take taking a cash offer, or if you would be interested in taking a cash offer in your property, right? Now, they're gonna probably look at you like you're crazy, and they may tell you to fuck off, or they may say, no, why even ask? I'm not trying to sell my house. Or they may say, man, it's crazy you say that. I might be putting my house to sale here soon, right? What would you offer me? And that's when you get into building rapport and going to their house and making them an offer, right? Or if you don't have the courage to door knock them, send them a letter, a handwritten letter, or you can skip trace it, which if you don't have any money, you're not gonna be able to afford skip trace and so forth. So those are your two options. You can door knock them, send them a letter, or even like a sticky note, like them little yellow sticky notes, right? Hey, I'm interested in buying your house. If you're interested in selling it to me, call me back, and just put it on their door or their glass window, right? Or the glass inside the door. So that's one cheap way. Another cheap way, guys, Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, right? By the way, guys, please like, share this stream. Facebook Marketplaces are really good. There's a lot of people that are putting properties for sale. They just want to sell them real quick and they don't want to spend any money, and they're putting them on Facebook. I've bought a few trailers off of Facebook Marketplace. So there's tons of people that are putting stuff for sale, right? But the key to Facebook Marketplace is, like, you got to be fast, right? When you check it, like, you know, every hour or every couple hours, and right when it hits the, you know, hits the marketplace, go ahead and call them and inbox them. Hey, I'm interested. Give me a call and leave your number. That's another way. Another good way where you can just go and get cheap deals is bandit signs. Like, that's got to be the cheapest way to get deals. It costs money for bandit signs, but if you can't afford, damn mosquitoes. I'm in South Louisiana. Damn mosquitoes are everywhere. Eat my ass up. I've even heard of people getting deals. They get cardboard boxes. They'll actually get cardboard boxes and write "We Buy Houses" and put them on telephone poles and have gotten deals. Now, I'm not saying go dig through trash cans and get a bunch of cardboard boxes, but if you're willing to do that, 8 pieces, and there you go. You got eight bandit signs. You know, maybe get like 10 boxes like that. Shit, you'll have 100 bandit signs fast, right? Just right. We buy houses. You know, there's ways of doing it, guys. If you've got enough willpower and you've got enough energy and enough motivation, you can do deals. I did that. I got a call from a guy selling 2 properties. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. You got a deal about what? Door knocking or driving for dollars, or you got a deal from what bandit signs that we're just talking about? But that's another way. That's 3 quick ways that you could get deals for less than $1,000, you know, or less. You don't even cost you any money. I mean, but let's just say if you only have 500 bucks, start off with bandit signs for sure. What's another good way? Another good way to find deals, or let's talk about cash buyers, because like we could talk about finding deals all day long, but you also got to have cash buyers, right? That cardboard box, that's awesome, man. I love that. I love when I see people hustle like that. That's incredible. If you keep up that effort, I guarantee you'll do a deal. You can't put out that kind of effort without the universe rewarding you if you do it for long enough. That's the key, guys. Like, most people quit. I see this all the time. Most people quit before they break through the ice of deals, right? Like, you have to, look, this is how the universe works, guys. Like, nothing is easy that's worth it. That's what keeps all the wannabes out. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Ryan says, driving for dollars is the way to go. Do it. Anyone can do this, and people get deals like this all. Do driving for dollars forever. You do that until you get enough money, you know, deal revenue coming through. Then you can pay for your phone to ring like me. I don't have to go out and hustle like that no more. We just, you know, we spend a lot of money on marketing and we get deals all the time because, you know, but I didn't start off like that. I started off with bandit signs, right? We started off door knocking. We started off putting little sticky notes on people's doors of houses that look distressed. You know, you got to start from somewhere. So, but the point is, like, nothing's easy, guys. Like, it takes effort to start a business. That's so true, Chris. I locked up my first deal and sold in 6 days, just waiting for the close now. Dude, that's awesome, brother. That is freaking awesome. But if it was easy, guys, everybody would do it. You should want it. You should want it to be hard. If it's hard, that makes it more valuable. Why you think why business is so hard? Because it's valuable. Once you've gotten past that point of you know, the startup, it's hard, but then it gets easier because you build the momentum, and then you have a business that's generating cash, and it's like, wow, this is valuable because why? It was so hard to do, right? That goes with anything that's rare, right? It's rare to have a successful business. That's what makes it valuable. That's what makes it make a lot of cash. But it takes effort, energy, and you got to persist over time, right? I'm kind of getting off the subject though, but I just wanted you guys to know, like, if you don't have money, you're gonna have to put out effort and sweat equity, right? But just gotta get creative. Like, even for the cash buyer side, right? Go to the foreclosure auctions and go network with all those guys that are, you know, putting bids out. Don't even worry about, you know, making an offer. Obviously, you can't make an offer. You can't buy those deals. But all those guys got cash over and say, hey, look, I got deals all the time. I can, you know, I can pitch to you. Give me your name, phone number, and email address. I'll save it in my phone. You could try that. Go to the Section 8 office, right? and talk to the Section 8 girls. Bring them some donuts, right? If you don't know what Section 8 is, that's government housing. There's a lot of landlords that that go over there to network with those girls so they can give them referrals for the tenants for their houses. And those guys are mostly cash buyers or investors. And you can build up a big cash buyers list just by doing that. Today I went to City Hall and got the delinquent tax. Awesome. Look, that's another thing, right? Okay. Another cheap way. Go also get a great mentor. So you do have a bunch of missteps. Chris is dropping some free gems here. That's right. Get a mentor. Look, if you can afford a mentor, look, I'm not even that expensive. Like, you can get into my program for dirt cheap. But if you can afford a mentor, listen, if you got a little bit of money and you can afford a mentor, don't be a cheapskate. Like, I'll give you so much information, like you'll go straight to revenue. Like you'll skip all the, all these mistakes, right? That's all you're doing is collapsing time. You're just skipping from where you are now to where you want to be with all the mistakes. You just get rid of it. But I'm getting off topic. Go to the courthouse, guys, and then you could literally get a list of probate, pre-probate, pre-foreclosure, tax delinquent, code violations is a great, awesome list. I love code violations because basic code violations where you don't cut your grass and the city will send you a. Are you in Florida? No, I'm not in Florida right now. I'm back home in Louisiana. I was in Florida at my other house, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when I did it, or a month, yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks ago I did a YouTube live in Florida at my house in Destin. But no, I'm back home now in Lafayette, Louisiana. So, but yeah, like there's so many different ways. So if you go to the courthouse and pull all these lists yourself, right? Like I pay people to get those lists for me. Like, I got a girl named Tangi with Foreclosures Daily. She goes and she pulls the list for me and I just pay her, right? But you can do all that. I pay her a couple $100 and she does all that stuff for me and we just mail out the letters. But you can do all that stuff yourself for free. Now, when you get to the courthouse, when you actually are talking with them, they may tell you that none of these lists exist, but you just have to find the right person. They exist. They always exist. Keep asking and you will come around to finding the right person that will give it to you. Ask for pre-foreclosure, probate, pre-probate, tax delinquent, eviction list is another good one. Eviction lists, code violations, what else? I think that's about it. There may be a few more. The arrest record is a good list too, if it comes with the addresses, with their home address. But if it just comes with their name, then you'd have to skip trace, and I mean that'd be maybe too much headache for you. But look, I just gave you 4, like Craigslist. Now Craigslist, a lot of people are on Craigslist. Can you get deals on Craigslist? Yes, but you got to be Johnny on the spot. You got to get there fast, real fast, right? What's some other cheap ways I can give you guys? But that's 4 ways right there that you can get deals if you really try it hard enough and you really want it, right? I'm trying to think. You just gotta get creative. Like literally, make some cards, right? Get some business cards. Hand them out to realtors. Tell them you're looking for deals. That's another way you could do it. Leave your cards at coffee shops. Can't wait to meet you, man. Learned a lot from you. If you're buying in Florida, I have skills, brother. I'd love to make you some cash. I am buying in Florida, but just in Destin and probably the 38 area. But it's high-end stuff. I'm not really buying most of the low-end stuff like mobile home parks and single-family homes that we buy. We buy here where I live in Lafayette, in Louisiana, and Baton Rouge area. So, but we are looking to buy another place in Florida probably within the next year. We're gonna probably buy in maybe at 38. So, yeah, any deals at 38? Let me know. But look, post some questions, guys. If you want me to talk about some other things, post some questions. Please share it. I love helping people, man. As you know, I'm a coach. I do this nationwide. I show people how to get into real estate wholesaling. And is it easy? No. I'm going to tell you, most of you guys will fail, but the ones that do make it, you can make a lot of money. I got students making a ton of money. Or somebody say he goes to every garage sale that's another one. It asks if there's that's another good one. I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, garage sales are good too. If you're gonna go to a garage sale, don't send a letter. Just pop in and say, hey, you interested in selling this property? That's gonna be a really good way. What's another one is where they sell all the stuff inside of the house. What's that called? Shit. I got a couple deals that way when I first got started. It's what is it called? Shit. When you sell all the stuff in your parents' house, you have it's not an antique sale. Shit, what is it called? Estate sale. Thank you, John. Estate sale. Yeah. Estate sales and garage sales. So go that's two more little nuggets for you guys. In the paper, they'll usually post, or even people will put out bandit signs, hey, having an estate sale, or hey, having a garage sale. Just go over there and just knock on the door. Hey, are y'all selling this property? A lot of times they are. I have a question for you about my first deal. Okay, cool. Ask away, my brother. Yeah, so that's another cheap way. I'm trying to think of some other cheaper ways that you guys can. Property managers, network with property managers, bail bondsmen. Those guys are dealing with a lot of people that got problems. Property managers, bail bondsmen, divorce attorneys. Network with those. Make some business cards and hand out. Like, if I didn't have any money, like, this asset's gonna be this right here. You mount. The buyer's a realtor who said he needs to negotiate a short sale and to put the deal in his name. What do you think? Let me see. The buyer is a realtor who said he needs to negotiate a short sale and to put the deal in his name. What do you think? Man, I've never ran across that. Why would the buyer need to put it in his name? Because it's a short sale. Here's the thing about short sales. Short sales work when the economy's like really crashed. Like in 2008 and 2009 when the economy crashed, short sales worked. In my opinion, I don't think short sales are worth going after right now, because the banks typically are not willing to go down low enough to give it to you for cheap enough, because they know the economy is booming right now. 340 ARV, 250 owed, and 30K in repairs. Okay, so what are you trying to get it for? Yeah, fireman's a good one too. Mailman, that's what I was thinking. Mailmen are hooked up with the mailman, right? Get hooked up with the mail people and say, hey, look, I'll give you $500 for every deal you give me that I'll buy and close on. Just say, hey, I know you go past properties that are, you know, that look distressed. They haven't been checking their mail from forever. You know, write down their address. Give me your phone number. I'll call you once a week, and I'll give you, I'll give you a couple $100 for the list, or I'll give you $500 if I actually buy that property, right? What mailman wouldn't help you out? I mean, they don't make a whole lot of money. But to answer your question about the short sales, so the short sales, the problem with short sales that when the economy is booming like it is now, the banks know that they can get, you know, they can get somewhat of a, you know, a premium for their deals because the market's so hot. Now, I'm not saying in every case, like, you know, it depends. If inventory is really tight where you're at, and demand's really high, I don't see a short sale working. Short sale and pay $230, sell at $250. Here's the problem with a short sale though. You can't assign a contract. If you're trying to assign the contract, you can't assign a short sale. You actually have to close on it, buy it, and sell it to the that realtor. So it'd be a double close. So I see why the realtor now is wanting to put it under his name, is because you can't assign that contract. Now, so what you're going to need to do is get an attorney to put a lien against the property. Yeah, bandit signs work, man. Bandit signs definitely work. Start with bandit signs. What I would do is put a mortgage on that property. Like, so I'd get an attorney and go ahead and put it under his name, but have a separate JV agreement that the realtor signs with you, saying that he's going to give you $25,000 once the deal closes. Otherwise, if you put it in his name, if he wants, he can take that deal and run, and you don't have to pay you. Make sure it's in writing with an attorney with a JV agreement. Let me know if that makes sense. That's how I'd structure that deal. Man, check out the sky, guys. It just rained here. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? Like a pink bluish cotton candy. Anyway, post your questions, guys. Mailmen, right? You know, mailmen, cops deal with a lot of problems. You know, people with problems. The fire marshals, you know, the fire marshals, somebody, just network with people who are around all that, right? How do I put a lien on the property? So I don't know how you actually put a lien on a property. An attorney does that. What you do is, you can't put a lien on the property until after the realtor, your cash buyer, buys it, and he has to agree to that. So, but you don't even have to put a lien on it. You could just do a JV agreement, and oh, my spelling my thought. It's all right. So just have the attorney do a JV agreement stating that, after he closes on it, he's going to give you $25,000. That way he didn't try to screw you, right? Anyway, who's sharing, who's liking, guys? Give me some likes, give me some shares. I'm taking my time out of this day because I want to give you some value, guys. I know there's a lot of people out there that are selling courses that are not giving, tons of value. Like, there's some shit courses out there, guys. I'm coming in here, I'm giving you free content right now. And I have a course that I sell for a lot of money. When you make our initial phone call to a for sale by owner, for example, what is the best way to start that conversation? Okay, so that's another good thing. I'm glad you brought that up. For sale by owners are good too, right? So when you call up a for sale by owner, just say, hey, I hate to bother you. I see your house is for sale, but I was just want to see if you were interested in selling at a discount, because I want to be honest with you, ma'am. I'm not a full retail buyer. I'm an investor, and I have to get this property for cheap enough to better flip or fix, right, and rent out for a profit. And I understand you probably are trying to sell it for full retail. I get that, but if you're interested, I can close quick. I have me and my partners have cash. We can buy it really fast, and I would love to make an offer in your property if you're interested in selling at a discount. Let's see, an area has some many bandit signs in Atlanta. Would you recommend putting the signs up in areas that do not have? Yeah, I would just outdo the competition, man. Just, if you see bandit signs, if you get somebody that's putting a bandit sign every corner, then put 2 or 3 every corner. No problem, man. No problem. Take care. So yeah, just put more bandit. You just got to outdo everybody, right? Read the 10X rule by Grant Cardone, right? If you want to have a lot of success, you just got to take more action than the person around you, right? But as far as for sale by owners, just be genuine, authentic, and honest. Hey, look, I'm not a full retail buyer. I'm an investor. I have to get your property for cheap enough to better fix up and flip or rent out, or sell for a little bit more. So I've left Ohio law, hold me back for about a year. Any advice should I be concerned? Yeah, Ohio, listen, Ohio is another animal. Like, they're really cracking down on wholesaling, assigning contracts. Like, I don't even think you can assign contracts anymore, Webb, in Ohio. I think you have to double close everything. But Ohio law hold me back about a year. Yeah, so what I would do, you need to find what's called transactional funding. And what transactional funding is you find somebody who's got cash who wants to make like a quick return, right? If they got, they might have $500,000 in their account. Let's just say you got a deal for $200,000 and you're selling it for $210,000, right? Typically, a transactional funder will want 1% or more of the transaction, right? So if it's a $200,000 deal or $210,000 or $200,000 deal he's closing on for you, he's probably gonna want $2,000. But then so you would give him $2,000 and you'd keep the other $8,000. Okay, let me be honest right here off the bat and tell him. Okay, so just be honest right off the bat and tell them you're trying to invest. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, most people understand that once you tell them what you're doing, they understand. Like, you're an investor. You can't buy full retail. There's no reason to beat around the bush or be honest, not being genuine and authentic about it. Just tell them what you need to get it for. Like, it's as simple as that, right? You don't want to beat around the bush. So just tell them, hey, look, I'm not a full retail buyer. I'm an investor. I understand you're probably trying to get full retail, but listen, if you want to sell it fast and you want to take a cash offer and you want to get out of this, really quick, I can help you, right? See, let me get this out of my pool. You know what I mean, guys? Like, it's just, people see through your bullshit. So just if you upfront and honest, and you're probably gonna get 20, 30 no's before you get that yes, right? And that's okay. You gotta learn, you gotta go for no. Like, people get so beat up about getting told no. And I'm like, okay, next. Let's see. What if seller no longer wants to sell? They was offered more money. What if the seller no longer wants to sell? It was offered more money by another buyer. Okay, that's a great question. So let me give you some tips on that. So what you want to do is, now obviously, if the buyer is a full retail buyer and they're offering almost full retail, like, you can't compete with that. Like, there's no reason to even try to compete with that. However, if it's another investor and he offered, and you got outbidded, just be upfront honest and ask the homeowner, hey, what did Joe Blow offer you? Well, Chris, he offered me $1,000 more than you. Okay, look, no problem. I don't want to lose this deal over $1,000. I'll give you another 1,000. How about that? He offered, I offered you $149. He offered you $150. I'll give you $151. right? Don't lose the deal over $1,000, guys. Find out. Don't play fair. Find out what they offered and offer a little bit more and take the deal. It's as simple as that. I don't lose deals to $1,000. Now, obviously, if the investor offered some stupid amount, what if you have it under contract? Okay, that's a great point. Now, if you okay, this is a great point. This has happened to a lot of my students. This is how you handle that, right? If you have a deal under contract with a homeowner and they're acting squirrely and they're actually trying to sell it to somebody else, what you want to do is, well, first of all, you need to call them out and say, hey, man, like I have it in a contract with you. You can't just sell it to somebody else. What's going to happen is, and they start ignoring you and be like, look, I'm selling it to this other guy because he's giving me more. You take that contract and you go to the courthouse and you file the contract. What it does is it blocks the title. It blocks the title, right? It clouds the title to where they can't sell it. And then you go call the homeowner and say, look, I'm sorry, but you're being unfair with me, and I filed the contract, the courthouse, so now you can't sell this property unless you sell it to me. You don't want to have to do that route. You don't have to go that route, but if you have to because they're not playing fair and they're trying to sell the deal to somebody else, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and file the contract at the courthouse and cloud the title. Any more questions? Guys, who's liking, who's sharing? I'm dropping some golden nuggets for you guys right here. Please share, like. I'm trying to boost my subscribers, guys. What else? I think we went over a lot of free ways to get deals. I mean, there's Craigslist, Facebook Market, bail bondsmen's. Let's see above. Awesome, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate the likes and shares, guys. And listen, do you think probate is a good niche? Probate, look, here's the problem with probates, man. Here's the problem with probates. They work, but you get a lot of backlash. Like, I get people cursing our team out and me out for sending them a letter all the time. It comes with the territory because they just lost a loved one and they think it's inconsiderate, a lot of times, but you just have to deal with it, right? Do you think probates are good? But probates do work. Yeah, I've gotten quite a few deals. But the thing with probates, it's a follow-up game. It usually takes a while because sometimes, Chris, what can a potential student look forward to learning from you? A potential student can look forward to learning from me. I don't just teach wholesaling, right? I'm a real estate investor. When you join my program, I want you to leave a better person. It's not just about real estate, right? We go over personal development. I have guys and girls that I interview every Wednesday at my coaching calls who are millionaires, right? Some of these guys make way more money than I do. And we get to pick their brain. But I want you to, listen, you're not going to become a good real estate investor if you're not a good person. I'll tell you that right now. If you're not a high level skill, if your skill sets are not high level, I'm not saying you can't get deals. You are, the better your ethics are, the more higher, the more developed you are as a person, the better you're going to be as an investor, right? So that's what I help you. I help you on your skill sets, right? That's my whole brand. Skills get the deals. Like, I want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Through what? Personal development. That's why we have a bunch of required reading in the course. We go over books. Let's see. What if the property has more square footage than is showing in the property appraisal? What if the property has more square footage than is showing in the property appraisers? Well, that's a good thing then. If it's got more square footage, then that means you probably gained some equity that you would have otherwise not gotten. On a delinquent taxes, should I get a 1 or 2 year prior? I'll get it both, to get 1 and 2 years. Go back as far as you can. Can I wholesale in the Middle East? It depends on the laws. I don't know the laws of the Middle East. I would think so. I mean, it's just a matter of buying low and selling a little bit higher. But I don't want to give you any information on wholesaling in the Middle East. I know you can do it in Canada. I got students in Canada do it. I know you can do it in the States. Do you set up a plan of action for them? I sure do. Yeah, Jay. So yeah, what we do is we get them through the course. We get them listening to about 10 coaching calls. Then we have a follow-up call with them on Voxer. Then we, I go ahead and I look at their, what their market they're in, how much they can spend on marketing. And I kind of tailor make a program on what I think they should start with, right? If you got more money than time, then obviously I'm going to set up your program, your marketing strategies that's going to be more tailor-made for you as an investor as though the calls are going to come to you. Like you can't put out that much time. You don't have that much time, but you got money, so you can just sit back and spend the money and let your phone ring. That's going to be a different marketing strategy versus somebody that only has 500 to $1,000 and doesn't have a lot of money, but they have a lot of time. Their marketing strategy is going to be a little bit different. Let's see. What if house is 3.2 on records, but made into a 5.3, no permits, 3.2 ARV is 142, they want 70K repairs, less than 30K. Man, that's, if they turned it into a 5.3 and it wasn't permitted, man, you asking for trouble when you go to flip that thing. I would wholesale. If you wholesale and you just let the flipper deal with that, he may not give a shit, right? Sorry guys, the mosquitoes are starting to chew me up. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't keep that as something I would flip. I would just wholesale and let the flipper deal with it. You know, he may not care. He could probably go in there and see if it was done right. Looking to wholesale, is it a deal? Let me go back through that again, Brandon. What if the house is 3.2 on records, but made into a 5.3, no permits, 3.2 ARV is 142, they want 70K, repairs less than 30K. If you get it for 70 and it's less than 30K, I would say that I'm better get no more than about 75 to 80,000 for it. There was a wholesale, but yeah, I would say that's a deal, Brandon. Because if you get it, you got it for 70. Let's say you wholesale it for 75, or to a buyer or a cash buyer, they put 30 grand. It's probably going to be 30 grand in repairs. It's always more than what you think it is. So if it's less than 30, I would say it's 30. So they're going to be into it for 105. They're going to throw it back in the market for 145. They'll probably accept an offer at 140. They still got to pay realtors. Realtor fees are going to probably be about almost 10 grand on that. That's perfect numbers. They'll make about 30,000 when it's all said and done, plus minus carrying costs and closing costs. They'll probably make about 28,000. That's perfect numbers. That's your numbers right there, Brandon. Get it for 70, wholesale it for 75, make quick 5. You're in and out of the deal. It's a good deal for an investor. You may even better pull 80,000 out of it. I saw that jealous agent talking shit about you. Are you talking about the Meet Kevin guy? Yeah, that guy there, man. He's something else. If you watch the video, he's trying to compare like wholesaling to being a realtor, and it's like two different countries, right? It's not even in the same atmosphere, right? You know, he's sitting there talking shit how wholesaling is illegal or unethical. Yet he's talking from a sense of, California, where the market's so hot you can't even find deals, right? So that's why I tried to, I'm thinking about, like, this dude's talking shit. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, not every market's the same, right? Like, my market is not like his market. South Louisiana is not like California's market. There's a lot of distressed people in my area. The real estate doesn't go for $1 million for a little 2-bedroom house, right? But anyway, he's not even worth talking about. He's a loser. That's what losers do. They talk about people. He's trying to get attention. Do you take the deed on a subject to, or wait until the loan is paid off, then take the deed? So I don't have a whole lot of subject twos. I have some. Let me turn the lights on, guys. Hold on. So let's see. Do you take the deed on a subject to, or you wait until the loan is paid off, then take the deed? So I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never done a subject to. I always do a lease option. Let me tell you why I don't do subject twos, because they're dangerous in a sense that if you do a subject to, you can trigger what's called the due on clause sale, right? So the banks can call the loan pretty much and say, hey, look, you sold this loan without our permission, so now we're going to call the loan. We want you to cash this out now. So it's always better to do a lease option. The only problem with doing a lease option is if the homeowner gets some judgments or liens against them, it can attach to the property. So there's pros and cons. But I don't want to give you any information on a subject to, because I have never done one. I've done a lot of lease options, but I have not done subject twos. Thanks. Awesome, Brad. No problem, bro. Look, if you need some help, man, I'd love to coach you. If you're already doing deals, just imagine if you had a coach like me to better coach you every day and talk to me every day about your deals. I can help you scale. Have all of your students completed a deal due to your training? I wouldn't say all of them, Jay. The problem is, this is tough, man. It ain't for everybody. It's hard. You got to work your ass off. You've got to you got to put in the work and effort. Some people quit before they even get, started. They quit maybe a month or 2 months into it, and they say, oh, this is too hard. This ain't for me. I've got some students that doing deals in less than 30 days. It's all relative. It's all depends on how much money you spend on marketing, how much action you take, and how high level are your skill sets, how well do you negotiate, right? How would you network with divorce lawyers so they can help you out with their clients and possibly get leads off of their clients? So, trade value. Look, tell them, hey, look, I'll give you $500, right? Go in and, well, first of all, bring some cookies and donuts to the office girl to get a meeting with the attorney. Because she may think, like, I ain't got time to get you hooked up with my boss. But if you bring her some cookies or some donuts, then I think she would be more willing to help you out, right? Then I would tell the divorce attorney, hey, look, I'll give you $500 to $1,000 for every lead you give me that I close. Trade value. Don't ever expect something for free. So Brandon, I'd love coaching him. Awesome, Brandon. Look, inbox me on Facebook, man. Go to Chris Rood. Inbox me on Facebook Messenger. And let's hook up. I'll go to chrisrood.com. It's probably fast. If you want to talk to me faster, inbox me on Facebook Messenger. I've heard they won't call the loan if you put it under a trust name after the address. I've heard of that too. But I don't want to give you, once again, I don't want to give you, SR, I don't want to give you advice on something I've never done. That wouldn't be okay, right? I've never done that, so that would be giving you advice on something that I have no experience with. But yes, I've heard of that. Let's see. Thanks for being honest and real, Chris. Hey, Jay, I appreciate that, brother. I try to be as honest as I possibly can about, this stuff ain't easy, man. It's hard. Most of you will fail. I'm just gonna be honest. Most of you will fail because most of you ain't got the wherewithal. Because you got to be an entrepreneur, guys. You got to be able to grind it out. You got to be tough, man. It takes courage and commitment and follow through and drive and motivation. It takes hard work. Homeless picker. I want to do this. So yeah, can you help me? Absolutely. Go look, inbox me on. I can't train you for free. I got a lot of free training on YouTube right here. Go through all of my videos. I got tons of free training, but if you want me to work with you, my time is valuable. I do charge, the money is not really for me. It's more or less for you, right? So that you're committed, because if I train you for free, it won't mean nothing to you. You ain't gonna try that hard, I promise. I've seen it time and time again. So, but yeah, homeless, inbox me on Facebook and we can jump on a call and see if I can help you. So Brandon, also, is it another deal, 3-1 ARV, 101K, comps, 105, 1 for repairs? Let's see, hold on. 3-1 ARV is 101,000. Comps at 105, 150. Repairs for it wants 50. It's a deal if it needs 40,000. ARV is 110. Comps at 105, 115. I think, Brandon, if you would sell that, you'd have to sell that to a landlord. A flipper wouldn't buy that. I think the numbers are too tight. But I could be wrong. I mean, it depends on your market, Brandon. If you're in a super, hot market where there's low inventory and lots of demand and houses are selling in less than 30 days, you probably could wholesale that and make a quick 2,500 to $5,000. But I think I'd sell that to a landlord. They would probably be more interested in that. How about contracts, Chris? What kinds can we download? So yes, dude, I have all those contracts in my course. You get all that for free. But if you're looking for free contracts, just go online. There's tons of free contracts online. Google real estate contracts and just print them off the internet. Let's see, what are some things a student can learn from you besides wholesale and lease options? Dude, mindset, man. Dude, I'm constantly talking to my students about mindset and personal development and becoming the best version of yourself, right? So, we're constantly reading books in our program. We're talking about books. We're talking about different aspects of real estate. We're talking about how to become the best version of yourself. And, you just want to sharpen that sword every day. And the way you sharpen that sword is read books, get around the right people, ask the right questions. Homeless picker. I find lots of vacant lot homes that I sleep in. Damn, you sleeping in vacant lots? Homeless picker. How you homeless how you got a YouTube account with you either on a computer or an iPhone and you sleeping in homes? That's funny. All right. needs 40K max. Yeah, Brandon, I think, look, the best way to do it is just get under contract, pitch it to your investors, and see what happens. They're going to give you all kind of feedback, and then you're going to learn their buying habits. So I tell all my students, you got to learn your buying habits, right? You can learn intermittent fasting from him. Yeah, dude, Jay, I'm huge on intermittent fasting. I love, love, love. Like, it's not just about, it's mind, body, spirit, guys. Like, you got to get your mind right. You got to get your body right. Well, first, you got to get your body right, because if your body don't feel good, your mind ain't going to feel right. And then you got to get your spirit right, right? And then your money right. It's not one thing, right? It's a combination. I don't care if you could have $1 billion in your account, but if your body doesn't feel good and you're not taking care of yourself, the money don't mean nothing, man. You got to feel good. I just ate a half pack of cookies. That's awesome, Jay. Hey, look, I still eat, man. I'm from South Louisiana. We love to eat around here, but I pig out at least once a week, right? How long do you fast for? So typically I won't eat for, 18 to 24 hours at a time. So sometimes I'll go longer, sometimes I'll go 36 hours. How do you find your different types of buyers for your wholesale deals? Man, I went over that earlier in the live, but I'll go over it real quick again. So networking is huge. You can go to the Section 8 Housing Authority and network with the girls. They know all the cash buyers of it. Go to the sheriff sales, those auctions, and network with all those people. Find people that, that are buying deals, right? Talk to realtors, ask realtors, hey, you know anybody that buys deals? And network with all those realtors that know other buyers with money, right? Let's see, I fast also, man. I'm inspired to know you take mind, body, and spirit right with business. Absolutely, Brandon. That's what it's about. Don't swing? Okay. Okay, sorry. Oh, okay. My wife's giving me some advice. Guys, when I was swinging was could you not see me? The wife's telling me not to swing. Anyway, absolutely, Brandon, dude, it's a combination of things you have to do to be successful. It's not one thing. Financial success is one aspect. You have body success, right? You got mind success, and you got spiritual success. They all are tied into one. John, how do you market your homes to flippers? Do you ever rent them out? How do you market your homes to flippers? Yeah, so John, I keep a lot of deals, man. I'm not just a wholesaler. Like, I'm an investor. We buy 2 or 3, 4 properties a month, right? I own mobile home parks. I own I own 2 beach houses. I mean, we have some small apartment complexes, but how do you market your homes to flippers? So basically, I have a buyer's list, and you have to build up that buyer's list. We just talked about that earlier in the live. You can go back and listen to that. Another good way to find buyers is bandit signs. You could put what's called ghost bandit signs all over town, and put on them investor special 3-2 cash buyer only. You'll get tons of people calling you, right? I heard ghost bandit signs are a good way to get a list of buyers. Would you recommend? Yeah, that's what I just said, dude. I kill it with ghost bandit signs. I mean, that's how I built my list, right? You can also buy other people's buyers list, right? Which I know this live is about when you ain't got that much money, but if you do have like $1,000, go to another investor, say, hey man, I'll give you $1,000 for your buyers list. Sometimes they'll do that. Okay, good Lord, I didn't know that you can go that long. Yeah, dude, I mean, once you train the body, dude, the body doesn't need that much food to survive, I promise you. You can actually, you could live for like, I think you can live for like a month before you'd actually die, right? From not eating. So what it does is just sucks all the fat off your body as fuel. Why still live in Louisiana? You strike me as a California type of guy. Man, I'm the furthest from California. Man, I don't think I could live in California. The taxes are so high. The standard of living. I mean, shit, the house I live in right now would probably cost me, my house right now is probably worth, almost, $850,000, $900,000. But this house in California is probably a $4 or $5 million house, But I was born here, man. I was born in Lafayette, Louisiana. I've got a good, strong foothold in my market. I mean, I pretty much dominate the market. Why would I leave, I mean, I own houses in Florida. I got a house, in the beach in Florida. I got a house in Orange Beach. I just go visit, whenever I want. See, how long do you go, Jay? How long does it take to build up that type of strength? Jay, it'll probably take about a year. You really gotta train the body. It'll take about a year, but dude, you feel so much better when you fast, dude. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do a whole live. Would you want me to do a YouTube live on fasting and kind of go over everything? Not that hard to go that long. That's exactly right. Do we have to buy, let's see, do we have to be your student to JV active commercial deals? No, I mean, look, if you got a deal that's an unbelievable deal, it'd have to be a really good deal, because I don't just buy anywhere. Like, only buy in markets that I know, right? Rest of 20 hours. Homeless picker, yes. Okay. Anyway, guys, just know it's hard. And, you know, it's hard, but it's worth it. You know, you don't want anything to be easy. Why would you want it to be easy? Everybody would do it, right? Yeah, do a vid on fasting. Okay, I have to do that maybe in the next week or so. I'm not an expert at it. I mean, I can tell you like the basics. I just know it works. I've been doing it for probably going on 5-6 years now. But I'm actually building out a course inside of my program on fasting. I've got, like, most of my students are fasting right now, because matter of fact, I got one student, Brad Rhea from New Jersey. He's one of my really successful students. I got him on my fasting program. He inboxed me, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? He's like, man, he's been fasting now for like 2 weeks. He's finally starting to feel good. And when I say you feel good, like, you feel amazing, right? Like, really amazing. That's really the only reason why I fast, because the way it literally gives you so much mental clarity, and it almost gives you a euphoric feeling all the time, right? I want to feel good all the time. And when I feel good, I can get more done, right? That's really the only reason I fast. But would you wholesale in Ghetto community or take a pass on? Look, I wholesale all kind of deals in the Ghetto. I mean, there's a lot of investors that want deals in the Ghetto. So don't be scared. Look, if it's a deal, it's a deal. I don't care if it's in the hood or if it's in a high-end area, as long as it's a deal, right? But listen, guys, look, if you want to learn this stuff, you got to invest in yourself. Hire a mentor. I mean, even if it's not me, would you know, even if it's not me, get yourself a mentor, guys. I pride myself on spending more money on anybody else than anybody else I know on mentors. I dump tons of money on mentors, right? Tons of money. I'm going to meet a guy named Tim Bratz next week on a multifamily. You know, he's doing a multifamily. He's doing mobile home parks, short-term vacation rentals, and apartment complexes. How to find more deals, how to JV with other people, how to find hard money. You know, dude, I ain't scared. It was $8,500. I went to a mentor, you know, the month before that. That was $5,000. You know, dude, I'm not kidding you. I probably spend $100,000 a year on mentors, but I get all that 10x, right? So I'm definitely shopping for a mentor, bro. Jay, you know where I'm at. Jay, inbox me. I'd love to have you in the program. I know you bought my course, but we got a lot more now than just that course. We are teaching some high-level stuff on mindset, fasting, mobile home park investing, commercial, single-family homes. We're teaching all that, right? But anyway, guys, please share the stream. That'd be great, guys. I'd love for you guys to share the stream. I found you on Cardone TV. That's right. I'm partnered up with Grant Cardone. I have a show on his network called Into the Hustle, right? JJ, can you drink water at least when you do fast? Yeah, absolutely. You're supposed to drink a lot of water. I mean, a whole lot of water. So always drink water. You have to drink, I mean, you need to drink probably at least a gallon of water a day, if not more, while you're fasting. Awesome, Jay. Yeah, let's hook up, brother. But listen, if you guys want to learn this, go to inbox me on Facebook. I'd love to have you as a student. You know, I take my students very seriously. I mean, I'd love to have you. I'd love to have you successful, man. There's no other feeling I get that's prideful. Like I love doing deals. Don't get me wrong. I like doing real estate deals. But when I have a student that's making money and I've changed his financial well-being, like I got like that one guy, Brad Rhea, right? Dude just bought a 2-story house with a pool. He made $45,000 all year last year. This year he'll probably make about $150,000 with wholesaling. So it completely changed his life, right? So it's just amazing to help people like that. But if you want me to help you, look, I'd love for you to help you. If you don't really know much about me, do I know Claude? I mean, I know Claude. I've heard of him. I don't know, don't know him personally, but I've heard of him. He ain't a better wholesaler than me. I'll tell you that. I know of him. But listen, guys, I'm good at this. I'm real good at this, and because I got skills, guys. I've been developing my skill set since I was 22 years old. I've been hiring mentors, reading books, and that's what I help you with. I want you to become the best version of yourself, because the more skills you have, you're gonna do more deals. It's as simple as that. The better people skills you have, the skill of learning your market, the skill of communicating really well, all these different skills, right? And just mindset, having the right mindset is huge. So, but anyway, go to chrisrood.com, book a call with me. Go and I appreciate that. Yeah, listen, I don't lose negotiation. Like if you come in my market, you better bring your A game, because I'm a killer over the phone and negotiate, especially in person. I won't let you leave until you sign a contract with me, and I'll get you to like me. And it's all about people skills, guys. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And it's all about getting them to like you and trust you and being genuine and authentic and honest, right? And when you're honest with people, people feel that shit, right? That's when you're talking to somebody, you can genuinely tell when people are bullshitting you, right? So just know that you can't bullshit people for that long before they know that you're a bullshitter. You can only bullshit people for so long. So just know that. But look, guys, chrisrood.com, book a call with me. Let's get you on the phone. You just need about 1,000. What was the name of your website for your program? But you're good. Yeah, so it's chrisrood.com. That's my website. Or you can inbox me on Facebook Messenger at Chris Rood. And, we can jump on a call and see if you can hack it. Like I said, it ain't easy. I ain't going to sit here and bullshit you and tell you, oh, everybody can do it. Everybody, give me your money. No, you're probably going to fail. There's probably about an 80% chance you're going to fail because you don't have the right mindset. But what if you don't fail? That's the key question. What if you don't? Because I got a lot of students that don't fail. I got a lot of students that fail too because they give up on themselves. But I got a lot of students that fail. That make it, and it's literally life changing for them. It'll literally change your life. To make an extra 10, 15, 20, 30 grand a month, or get to my level where you're making 6 figures a month, right? How would that change your life? It would be huge. What I'll offer you is an opportunity. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm going to give you all the information. It's what you do with that information. What's up, my Jay? What's up, my brother Jay? I saw your inbox, Jay. I'll hit you up here soon. But anyway, please please subscribe. Guys, please subscribe. Like I'm trying to build up my subscribers, and I'm going to start doing more of these YouTube lives. Where it says, I heard your program is great, dude. Listen, you ain't gonna find somebody that complains about my program, because I put too much effort in my heart and soul in these students for them to complain. They know I give them my all. Like I literally give you my all. So anyway, guys, I'm also going to be putting on an event in Destin, Florida, November 16th and 17th. I'm going to have a link. Follow me on Facebook, by the way. I have Chris Rood Entrepreneur as my fan page. Give me a like there, and follow me on my personal page. I'm at 5,000 friends, but just press the follow button. I do a lot of Facebook Lives. I'm going to be doing some Facebook Lives, some heavy hitters across the country, promoting my event, Skillathon, 2018 in Destin, Florida at the Hilton. Tickets going to go on sale probably end of this week or early next week. Literally, I think our cheapest ticket is like $500, but for 2 days you can listen to high-level people. There's like 14 people coming they're all millionaires. They're all making money in real estate or entrepreneurship, and you can listen to them crush it. So, but if you want me to coach you guys, you want to get in my program, go to chrisrood.com, book a call with me, or inbox me on Facebook. Besides that, if you're just getting on this stream, like it, share it, go back and listen to everything I had to say. I dropped some golden nuggets. How many Under Armour shirts do you have? Go live. I'm gonna take us out in the field. You want me to go on the field? Dude, I have listen, Marissa, I have every Under Armour shirt they make. I'm about to ask Under Armour to sponsor me, because they getting a lot of publicity just from me. No, I love Under Armour with a passion. It's that polyurethane, whatever material, it feels great. It's comfortable, and I'm a creature of habit. Like I do the same thing every day. And we can get into, that's a whole nother topic about getting into good habits and routines. But dude, I don't want to have to think about it. Like I want good habits. I want something that works. I want a good habit. I want a good routine. And I want to do it every day without thinking about it. Because if you do the right thing for over a long enough period of time, you get great results. And that's, Under Armour shirts give me great results. So why would I change it? I'm gonna just get every color and wear it every day. I don't want to have to think about it, right? If I got a marketing strategy that works every time, why would I change it? I'm gonna do it all the time. It's making me money. I ain't changing it. If it works, don't try to fix it. You know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? It's as simple as that. It's all about your habits, routines, and your decisions, right? It's all, if you have the right habits, well, first of all, let's back up. If you got to make the right choices and decisions, which create habits and routines, which create what? Outcomes, which creates what? Impact in your life. Just make good decisions, guys. Do the right thing. Over time, we'll create a great life for you. But it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming on. This is a really cool live. I love coming hang out with you guys and just answering questions. And do I like crawfish, dude? I'm from South Louisiana. Of course I like crawfish, Jay. I ate crawfish etouffee last night. Get your skills up and you'll get the deal. Skills get the deal. That's right, Marissa, 100%. I don't bullshit people. Like, you got to have skills, man. That's all what life is. I don't even know why they teach college. They call it, get a college degree. They should be calling it skills. Like, come get a skill degree, right? Because that's all life is. Like, you just need skills to do things, right? And once you develop these skills, you can monetize them. So anyway, guys, we've been on here almost an hour, but I really appreciate you guys. I love that y'all come on here and give me your time. I really appreciate it. Thanks for following me. And I'd love to work with you. Go to chrisrood.com, book a call. You'll either talk to one of my associates and we'll see if you're a good fit for the program. If not, watch all my YouTube videos. Tons of free content on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, right? Real Estate Rood. Follow me on Facebook when I do Facebook Lives. So, but I'm gonna try to do a YouTube Live at least once or twice a week. Now, I may start going live, just like at an appointment, right? And video some live content. Plain, what is the cheapest marketing method and most effective? So Plain, you probably just jumped on this. Go back. I already talked about that. Go back and watch the whole live all over again. Tons of free content, man. There's I wouldn't say that the most effective. There's tons of most effective. It's just what's the most effective in your market. Some things are gonna be more effective than others. It's all relative in different markets, right? But we went over all kind of cheap ways to get deals, right? Tons of cheap ways. Like, you could literally watch this live and apply it and get deals. I just gave you all so much free content. So to me, I'd say cold calling. Yeah, cold calling is, cold calling, for sale by owners, or cold calling, driving for dollars, leads. I mean, there's tons of free stuff. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Good night. Take care. Please remember, if you're just getting on here, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. All right. Peace.